all this white stuff all over the ground. It's no good for sniffing.
Well, can't always get what you want.
No.
Okay, guy, please let it smell cocaine.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Anyway, so what were we talking about before? We're talking about perversion, right? Like you are definitely a qualified pervert.
I know.
There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever. Now you convinced me, but your PhD credentials are in fact authentic. So, what would isn't like peeping Tom kind of like the same thing as internet? Like just looking at people on the internet?
No, yeah, no question.
It's the same thing?
Yeah.
So
I guess so. Maybe it's a live show.
Well, they have those too. They really do. Oh yeah. So I think the internet would pretty much PD Tom's out of business, would it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really one last thing. Pretty much people have to worry about. I mean, I can go online. I can see people fucking donkeys. No chickens recently, but once I didn't theorize on being froze first, but people do all kinds of stuff. Can we say this?
That's true.
Yeah. So what would be the difference between stuff that perverts and stuff that helps? Like it's
a whole different ball game.
So can we say like somebody loses? If somebody's losing, there's perversion involved?
I guess so.
Well, okay, so if I'm squirting lead semen into you, you're losing, right? Like you're losing vitality, you know. If I'm raping you, that's you're losing your dignity or whatever, your ability to say no.
I didn't believe in saving it for the wife.
Well, yes. Well, there's been
it cost me too much. Too many kids.
There's been a lot of that going on around here recently. We find out what the source of it is, because thing is that like people are so perverted, like they're killing people to get noticed. Like we got real serious issues right now on this planet. And we're between Christmas and New Year's now, and so we've got about another 15 minutes to figure out how to sort out the world, because I gotta basically start doing it, and I don't know where to start. Where would you start?
I'd give the world a shake and start over.
Well, how many more shakes do they need, for God's sake? And they're so stunned, the fucking whales are throwing themselves by the dozens up on the beach, right? Oh, it must be something they ate. I try to communicate.
When the big one comes, they'll know.
Yeah, we want to forestall the big one, don't we?
We're trying. We're not doing well.
No, we're not. And so there needs to be a reason for people to listen. It's, if your own salvation isn't enough, your own your own life isn't enough. What the fuck is? I mean, like these people are walking around. They're losing 90% of life, just oozing out through suppressing each other and perversion. Like killing each other. Like you're a little boy, you're 8 years old, shooting people. What the fuck is this?
I know.
Like what is it? Something in the water?
No, it's in the genes, I think. I came like that.
Prepackaged, as it were. You're a different kettle of fish, though. I hope you are. Yeah. But
don't count on
that.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, that's true. I have been counting on that. That's been a big handicap so far, hasn't it? So basically, there's a little Lucifer in us all, you could say.
Oh yeah. I have to use that to be in survival mode.
Survival mode?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of all the crazy nuts out there.
Well, you're the craziest nut I've ever met. And you're sitting right beside me.
Except not me.
After a long time, I did a lot of study. You are the craziest nut I've ever met. So Muhammad was right, you know, and he smirked and said, Lucifer is closer to the heart of humanity than humanity has any notion.
That's
something like that.
True.
Right?
That's probably true.
And a lot of the stuff Muhammad says, like, is basically tongue in cheek. if you've got the ears to listen to him, you know, like just like Jesus, you know, like. But Jesus stuff is all misquoted to fuck, you know, like Jesus, like these fucking goofball bishops, your friends, right? You know, like, because that was the general idea, bugger fuck the whole thing, you know, making Jesus God, and then one woman, one man, which is going to ensure tons and tons of lonely women, right? Which will need your papal blessing for support to breed, or they can be stoned to death. Right. Toe the line, basically, or die. Now, did that work with you? Like how receptive were you to that type of rule in your life?
I went along with it for a long time when I had the kids and wife and all that.
Yeah.
You're a subscriber of it. Too well.
You're a firm proponent of it, right? I bring home their paycheck.
I gave it a try. Let's put it that way.
Was it satisfying?
Yeah, for a long time.
Was it?
Yeah. Then all of a sudden the bottom fell out.
It wasn't satisfying anymore.
No.
Why not?
I wasn't happy.
You weren't happy?
I told my kids I wasn't happy before I left. I said I was very despondent. Because things were just not going along my way.
The only person I've ever heard that has that, you know, issue in life, you know. Anyway, so things weren't going your way. Things aren't really going my way, you know. A lot of people would say they are, though. People look at me and say, you know, like, people look at me, they don't even fucking bother. It's true.
I know. I get picked out on the street.
I know.
I must look lonely or something. I don't know.
Well, you're standing with me, right? This happened the other night. Big white Escalade pulls over, out pops wifey poo with a bag of shit for this individual here. Doesn't even say fuck you to me, just kind of disappears, right?
Do you feel left out?
All the time, you know. You know, I walk down the street with you, your old panhandling clients come up and hug you. I haven't had a single real estate customer hug me in the last 3 years at all.
I used to call those people my customers.
The customers.
I gave them the glee of relieving them from their money.
And to help you with your crack habit.
They didn't know that.
Plays for 100 piece. I sure hope the crack was better then than it is now.
It was. It was. Or I wouldn't have been hooked, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you. So what somebody's doing is they're buying pure coke in Colombia for $200 an ounce and cutting it about 95.
Like 900 times.
Yeah, like 95%. So you got maybe 5% cocaine at the most. It's being sold as crack, pure crack. Get your rocks off you. That's pretty perverted, isn't it? Like selling people like a dream of something that's not really even there, and you know it's not there, and you've like, that doesn't happen by accident. That there's so little actual product in there.
No.
And people are still jonesing all over the street for it, getting sick, dying, and killing.
That's nuts.
And it's basically a placebo today. Crack is not really even cocaine. You know, like it's not. it's 95% something else, and maybe on a good day 5% cocaine. And people are killing each other for this. Little glimpse of heaven, and it's not really even a glimpse of heaven anymore. Like, you know, I got a glimpse of the glimpse that might have been a glimpse.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's not even that. You know, it was the memory of what the real stuff is like. And I got this crack dealer sitting here saying, well, so how much is a 20 piece? She says, that was a 20 piece. I said, you're kidding. She said, no. She says, here's a 100 piece right here. You can do this one. You can try this one. You know. I said, so if I didn't get off on a 20 piece, why would I buy? I didn't have to pay for the 20 piece, right? So, but
I'd probably buy it.
You would, yeah, because on the promise. Right?
On the promise.
That's what's going on here. Like people are buying on the promise.
Oh, this stuff is the bomb.
Oh yeah, the best stuff in Toronto, right? Yeah.
The bomb.
That's what she told me, right?
Everybody
buys from me.
Yeah, like fuck.
All the other crack dealers buy from me. Anyway, but so people will get addicted to anything, like anything that's going to keep me from looking at myself. Basically, can we say this? Like,
that's true.
Like, so that's a perversion.
That's true.
Yeah. But this is what the prohibitionists are trying to resolve through the suppression of the issue with guns, violence, and jail, murder, mayhem, and disease.
Yeah.
No. So, do you think if these people who are wired out on the illusion would rather continue with the illusion, or if they were presented with the real thing and presented to it for free, whether they would go berserk with that, or they'd be kind of grateful for it, stop stealing to, you know, for something to do, appreciate the gift of, they can kill themselves with shit if they want to, right? But if they don't want to, that's fine too. Right?
That's true.
But it's their choice, not mine.
That's right.
You know, it costs them like $6 a week or whatever to purchase the shit.
I'll buy some.
Yeah, you know, but, and so, for a while, there's going to be a certain number of people that kill themselves with it. Can we say this?
That's right.
But after a while, like, I don't know how many rehab centers there are in Bogota, but I wouldn't imagine too many.
Not too many.
So, it's the lifestyle and the crime that goes with the drug that really is costly, not the drug itself. I mean, like, you know, like, can we say this? Like I was doing pure cocaine, or as close to pure cocaine as you can get, you know, buying it right in Colombia and cutting it myself.
I did that. Yeah.
But, like, you know, I wouldn't, you know, like when I had a quarter pound of cocaine, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I've been snorting it for a couple of weeks. Like, I wouldn't walk across the street for it at midnight.
No?
No. No, your nose gets sore, you get tired of it. You do. Like, and you get, you know, if you had unlimited, like, you know, mind-blowing access to mind-blowing cocaine, like, you know, you kill yourself, or you get used to the fact, no, I can't do this 24 hours a day, right? Maybe I should have a life while I'm doing this, you know, and kind of ease yourself into somehow so that it works. Because, you know, there's way higher you can get than cocaine. You know, way higher you can get than, and certainly crack cocaine in Toronto for sure.
I know.
You know, and so, you know, like, anyway, I tried it twice in the last 3 years, and both cases, basically, it just brought me down a bit.
Did it?
Yeah, it's just kind of like, eh. So,
one guy didn't have that experience.
Yeah, the first guy said, you better break it into 3, because you might die if you do it all at once.
I've had that,
yeah. So, I broke it down into 2. Right?
You thought you'd be on the edge, eh?
Yeah, nothing. You know, not even a wiggle. You know? So I didn't get much out of the other one either. You know, so it's like, it doesn't do me any good for some reason now. I don't know what it is, whether, you know, I don't know. But anyway, so, but certainly the crack that I have tried on 2 occasions in the last 3 years has been not crack cocaine. And people are, like Dougie died from this shit. You know, he wasted his whole fucking life for that shit. You know, it's just like a joke. It's an imaginary thing. People are imagining this is what it's doing to them, so that's what the fuck it's doing. Because there's not enough drug in this shit to fucking do any harm.
I know.
You understand? Anyway, I'm not gonna, you know, make a career study out of, you know, trying cocaine. I've tried crack cocaine.
No, neither am I.
But the thing is that, like, I don't think I'm far off in this assessment of the thing, you know, because You know, like these people do smoke a rock, and then they're immediately doing something. Like, you know, when I smoke a rock of cocaine, like I can't move for 20 minutes.
No.
Maybe to puke.
Right? That's happened.
You know, but certainly not to go checking around the street gutters to see if I lost any. So.
No, I don't do that either.
This is what people devote their lives to.
I know.
We've got lots of people doing this all over the fucking world. Anyway.
Here's a guy 6 foot something hiding in my cupboard because of cocaine.
Yeah.
And what the hell's the guy got to be afraid of?
Well, I'm 6 foot. Lots of people.
This guy was big. His name was, he was Greek, his name was CN Tower, he was that tall. He's known all over the damn force.
CN.
Yeah. He's a badass. So
he's a badass, so he's hiding in your cupboard.
Likes to beat people up too.
What is he?
Yeah. I took a crowbar to him.
Okay.
Yeah. He was in,
Did he give?
He was in my bed.
Doing what?
And I told him to leave, and he wouldn't. So I went and got a crowbar and hit him.
Motivational.
I used to use it for the window.
Motivational training.
In case the cops came. So
how to deal with a resistant neighbor.
The basement window. That was my logic. All right.
I had to threaten Dave to get him out of here last night, though. And I had to tell him, look, you don't leave, I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I had to say this to the guy just to get him to stop,
shut him the fuck up. Yeah.
Stop him getting him intrude in my space. So people are lonely and they're perverted and they're blind. Basically, through their like their loneliness blinds them, but then sort of their wants, right? Oh God, I gotta get a 357. This little 22 only kills people with a, I gotta get it right under the chin. I mean, a 357, I can blow the hit
right in the ear,
shoulder. So you understand, like why spend $3,500, $4,000 on a handgun when I can buy a 22, caliber, $50 revolver and kill you just as dead? It's the explosion, right? It's the impact.
That's right.
It's the sexual hunger.
You need stopping power
to be potent, right?
You gotta stop them.
So
in their tracks.
Oh, yeah. Now that shows how potent I am. Oh, I stop a moose right in an elephant. Yeah. I speed my chicken laugh. I
can see that happening.
Oh God, help me. Oh man. So
it's like when I had the shotgun. I was in the.
Nobody ever let you.
I was in the forest at the cottage. There was
nothing to kill.
2 raccoons making a lot of noise up in the tree, and I gave them a headshot, and didn't feel too bad about it.
You watched them plop, did you?
I watched him hit the ground. I was going to put one in his head again. But I thought I'd waste a shot. Might be a rabbit.
Something that's not dead already.
Might be a rabbit running by.
Oh, God. How old are you then?
Oh, I was quitting speed and been at the cottage, so I had to be about 23.
23.
No, less than that. More than 20.
I was thinking, what would I do if I find out my daughter is married to somebody like you? I wouldn't count on living a long time. I don't know. I what the fuck do you do? Like, Jesus, jumping fucking Christ. No. I don't know.
It's like cats. I said it's like cats.
What?
I can't stand cats. And every girl I've ever had had to have a cat.
I know. I told one I didn't like cats. Next day she went and bought 2 of them.
One girlfriend bought some birds one time that were so noisy that I had to go in the morning and snap their neck and throw them out the window and tell her they flew away.
Finds them on the fucking lawn.
Until the
cat drags them back in.
The cat came back in with the bird in its mouth. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
The cat took the rap, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I said, look at that. The cat got burned.
I'll bet she knew. In her heart, she knew.
She had to have known.
Yeah.
Unless she's plain stupid.
Of course, there's lots of people like that. Right?
But she was.
Oh, man. So, we still don't got perversion figured out. Can we say this?
No, we'll never have conversion figured out. It's just when you think you've got it, something else will come up.
What if I forbid it? Make it illegal. Can we do that?
I'll go to jail.
Send it to jail. Right?
I'll be on the cross.
Oh, fuck you.
Waiting for heaven.
A good thief. You weren't even good. You just knew whose ass to kiss. That's all.